What's up, guys? This is Trace with Trace Talks Bills. First off, as always, let's go Buffalo, go Bills. Second off, if you're wondering, why does this guy have a TO jersey on right now? It's 2025. Um, my 1-year-old daughter is asleep in the other room. My other jerseys are in her room. This was the only one left in the closet. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna wake her up. I just wanna go over the Bills Chiefs preview. I'll have 3 predictions, 3 keys to victory, and then 1 score prediction, just like last week against the Ravens. My 3 predictions were number one. The one that I got right was Lamar Jackson, at least 1 interception. The other 2 um, did not get right. I had predicted that Justin Tucker or Tyler Bass, or both of them, but at least one of them would miss an extra point or a field goal just with the conditions. Both kickers kind of having a shaky year, but they both kicked well. And then my final prediction was Amari Cooper over 60 or more receiving yards, which he actually had 0 receiving yards. 1 target, 0 yards, 31% of the snaps. I guess, sorry, I had something in my throat. I guess I'm just I overvalue Amari. Traded a 3rd-round pick for the guy. Doesn't play as much as I would like. The Bills are winning games. Everybody eats is the mantra. But I don't know. I kind of wanted to see more from Amari. I kind of thought I would see more last week. He's an upbeat guy. He says he doesn't mind it at all. And when he is on the field, he does attract the other DB's attention. So it is what it is. But hopefully we can get more out of Amari. It's win or go home. So I'm hoping to see more out of him this week. But yeah, I'm happy that the Bills won. It was a nail biter. Mark Andrews, yikes. But yeah, let's start off with 3 keys to victory for a Bills victory in this game versus the Chiefs. Number 1, limiting explosive plays from the Chiefs. The Bills have let up countless explosive plays, 10 or more yards, 20 or more yards. Either both of those, the Bills have let up tons this year. In comparison to years past, the Bills' defense in years past was typically, they don't let up big plays, but they can kind of get dinked and dimed. The run game would eat us up, but this year it's been a little bit different. So hopefully Christian Benford can play. He's in concussion protocol. He was limited. He did travel with the team, so I'm assuming he's a go. The 2 practice squad elevations were safety Kareem Jackson and offensive lineman Will Clapp. They didn't elevate a corner. They typically don't elevate a corner anyway with the depth that we have, but you really don't want to see Kaiir Elam out there on the boundary. 1st-round pick, total bust. Limiting Kansas City's explosive plays. Number 2, create turnovers. The Bills' defense created 3 turnovers last week against the Ravens, and we barely won. So, created 2 turnovers last matchup versus the Chiefs. The final turnover was very end of the game. The Chiefs weren't going to come back and win. So, 1 crucial turnover, not counting Terrell Bernard's interception, but you got to cause turnovers. Kansas City and Buffalo in the last 8 games, they've only had 1 turnover. Josh Allen threw a pick against the Patriots. Week 16 because it went Patriots, Jets, Patriots. So in the first Patriots matchup, he threw a pick, kind of like an arm punt. Limit explosives, create turnovers, and then number 3, running game. This Kansas City Chiefs defense has been good against the run most of the year, but the last 5 games it's been a little leaky. The Bills' biggest strength, I would say, other than obviously Josh Allen, is this offensive line, which was slightly unexpected with Mitch Morse gone, and Connor McGovern switching from guard to center. So it's really 2 positions kind of in flux that are up in the air with this offensive line. Has been awesome. Ground and pound, obviously Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Throw it when you need to, but rely on that run game, control the clock, keep the ball out of Pat's hands as much as you can, and utilize the play-action game. I'm going to go with 3 predictions. 1, I'm going to go with last week I said Amari Cooper over 60 or more yards, and I did think Keon Coleman would play well also. He also had 1 catch, 5 yards, so maybe I'm right this week. So I do think with my prediction is Keon Coleman 50 or more receiving yards. A lot of talk has been the last few days about how Xavier Worthy has a chip on his shoulder because the Bills didn't want him traded back. Dude, come on, man. There's videos of Adam Schefter saying that you wanted to play for the Chiefs. You told your agent you wanted to play for the Chiefs. So that fake motivation is what it is. But I think Keon Coleman would have more motivation, and he was playing pretty well throughout the year. He's kind of hit a rookie wall ever since coming back from that injury. I would think McDuffie's going to follow Shakir in the slot now that Watson's healthy. So I'm hoping either Keon, or I was debating either Keon Amari or Amari Cooper is going to have a big game, at least 50 or more yards. But with Amari not playing as many snaps, I'm going to go with Keon 50 or more receiving yards. The next prediction I have will be Josh Allen 50 or more rushing yards. Last week, 10 attempts, 20 rushing yards. He did have 2 touchdowns. He didn't really need to use his legs, but I want to utilize Josh's legs inside the 10 and inside the red zone. He's a weapon. There was a play last week. I had a little bit of a problem with the Bills were running the ball up and down the field, and then I believe I might be getting my plays mixed up actually, but in the red zone, run it with Josh Allen. You can, at least inside the 10, use Josh Allen's legs, but I do think just with how successful the Chiefs have of a pass rush, I think Allen's going to probably need to evade pressure, and he's going to get out there. It's do or die. It's AFC Championship. I think Allen's going to want to use his legs. He said in the past he likes to get hit, rattle him up in the game, kind of rev him up. So I think maybe calling a few Allen runs to start the game just to set the tone. But yeah, 50 or more rushing yards, that's my prediction. And then my third prediction is a Von Miller sack. Von Miller, he had 6 sacks on the year. He was suspended 4 games, but I felt like he's really had some juice. His snap counts have gone up in the last few weeks. And this is what you signed him for. This is what we signed him for. He's the closer. It's time to close some games out. I know he sacked Mahomes twice, once in the last matchup and then once in his first year with the Bills. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I think Rousseau is key in this game as Tooney, as instead of at left guard, he's at left tackle. And then they have I'm blanking on the guy's name, but it's only his second career postseason start. He struggled a little bit. I'm hoping that Oliver can have a big game. But yeah, I'm going to go with a score prediction. It's funny, I got off work. It's almost midnight here in Hawaii, but got off work today. My mom called me and we were just talking, but I was like, "You think the Bills are going to win tomorrow?" And of course she said yes, she does. She's pretty optimistic, but just being a Bills fan, grew up through the drought in the last few years, seeing the Chiefs, I was like, yeah, I told her on the phone, I was like, man, I don't think they're going to win. And I can be a little bit pessimistic, a drought fan, come on. I was like, yeah, I don't think they're going to win. She's like, what, come on. And I'm like talking her through my talking points, how I think the Bills can win. And I'm like, let's screw this. But I told her tomorrow morning I'm going to be revving ready to go. But the more I think about this game, the more I just think this year the Bills have been overlooked. Diggs gone, Morse gone, Hyde gone. He's still on the roster, but he's on the practice squad. Poyer gone, Trey White gone. Milano's injured. Milano's washed. Vaughn's washed. Josh Allen can't do anything. Josh Allen's not MVP. Josh Allen, Diggs made Allen. All that jazz. But I just think, as I keep thinking about it, the Chiefs, they're amazing. It's in Arrowhead, but I just think the Bills, they're playing so loose. McDermott's so loose. He's really improved as a coach. I'm going to go with the Bills. I'm going to go with the score prediction. I'm going to go 31-27. I don't remember if that was the same exact score as the Week 11 game, but I think it'll probably go down to the last possession. I got a feeling I don't know why, I just feel like the Bills are going to get to 30. They've gotten to 30 quite a bit this year. The only team the Chiefs allowed to score 30 was the Bills. I think the Chiefs, their rushing defense is pretty leaky. I think James Cook will have success. Ty Johnson has been awesome. Keep Ty Johnson involved. One of the best third down backs in the league. I think Josh Allen's going to use his legs well, and this offensive line is going to propel this team. if the Bills win tomorrow, which 31-27 was my prediction, not 28. 31-27. If they're going to win tomorrow, it's going to be because of this offensive line, and just taking control of the game. Play with that chip on your shoulder. This is years in the making. Brady and Manning only had 5 postseason meetings, and this is Mahomes and Allen's 4th. So we might not get this meeting many more times. You never really know, but I don't think Allen, if he falls to 0-4 against Mahomes, I know it's not all on Allen. It's a team game. Allen's played amazing in the playoffs, but I just think it's this team's time. And if not, it's not like they can never get back, but you don't get many chances. The last time the Bills were in the AFC Championship was 4 years ago. So I'm going to go with 31-27 Bills. I think if that happens, again, like I said, the offensive line is going to control this game. The defense has got to cause a few turnovers, at least one turnover, and if you don't, you got to play extremely efficient on offense. I think Joe Brady staying kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off, play even looser. 31-27 Bills. Let's go Buffalo, Super Bowl, baby.